Hey everybody. I'm sure once in a lifetime you went to the movie theater to see a scary movie. What I want to know is when you were watching that movie, did you jump in your seat? Did your stomach get queasy? Were you biting your nails or getting jittery? Or did you just simply turn your head because you didn't want to see the scary parts? Well, that is your body's response to fear and danger. Your body basically sets itself up to protect itself from anything that could be happening. Only nothing's really going to happen to you when you're watching a movie. It's all fictitious. Well, I'm here to talk to you about panic disorder. My name is Lisa Newberry, and I am someone who has suffered with panic disorder since I was 4 years old. I want to tell you a little bit about my story and my experiences, as well as some of the research that I looked up so that I can help you understand it better. First, I'd like to give you a definition. A panic attack, according to the National Alliance of Mental Illness, a panic attack is an uncontrollable and terrifying response to ordinary, non-threatening situations. And people who experience recurrent panic attacks over a period of years usually have panic disorder. So, let's talk about me. As I said before, I've had panic attacks since I was 4 years old. At 4 years old, I didn't know what was happening to me. All I knew was I was intensely scared. I would hide under the bed when it was happening. When my mom would put me in the bathtub, I remember actually biting myself because I was so afraid and I felt trapped and I didn't know how to handle the situation. I remember a particular instance when my brother was a baby and my mom had him in a baby swing. And she asked me to keep an eye on him for a minute. And the swaying back and forth of the swing just terrified me. I have no idea why. I didn't know how to explain this to my mother because I was a little girl and I didn't understand what was happening. I just knew that I was really afraid, which frustrated my mom because she just kept trying to reassure me that there's nothing wrong. I even got in trouble in first grade because apparently, I don't remember, but apparently I wouldn't salute the flag when everybody got up to pledge the allegiance. But again, I was afraid of the moving, swinging things, so that's what happened. Nobody ever looked into it. As I got a little bit older into my teens, I started becoming more fearful of going to carnivals and parades, music events, any big events where there was people, because there was a lot of moving and swaying, and I just felt really out of control with it. Even like restaurants with the plants hanging, all that stuff. So, as I got even older, it started affecting my ability to work. Every time I had a job, I'd do my job really well, but as soon as I had a panic attack, I'd never go back. And the fear of actually having a panic attack again makes it worse. So it's like a revolving door, you know, it just keeps getting worse and worse by the minute. The Psychology Today magazine talks about factors that can play a role in what causes panic attacks, but they don't really know what causes it. Some factors are genetics, some are psychological vulnerabilities, unresolved childhood issues, and stress. The Mayo Clinic gives us some symptoms that go on when you have a panic attack, so you can kind of recognize it. Trembling, sweating, a sense of impending doom or danger, headaches, a rapid heart rate, nausea, dizziness. All these things I've experienced myself, so I understand. The best way to really help the situation is to get a psychological evaluation or even talk to your medical doctor. Sometimes it can be treated with medication, which actually only about 10 years ago I found a doctor that could help me, that had the right medication, and it's made a huge difference, and I'm actually starting to feel free and able to live life and come out of the house and do things that I couldn't do before. So it's a really big deal. Just to reiterate again, as I close, panic attacks are uncontrollable and they're a terrifying response. There's a lot of fear, but it's all your body setting itself up to protect itself from danger when there's not even really any danger, but you don't have control over it. A panic disorder is the actual mental illness that is caused by panic attacks repeatedly over many years. So, the next time you go to a carnival or a parade or a big event with lots of people, keep in mind that when somebody seems to be stuck up or sitting in the corner not talking to anybody, it could just be that they're having a panic attack. Maybe you'll understand better what they're going through and help them. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.